Hey everyone, welcome back to Car Flash, the place where glossy brochures, polished marketing language, and showroom hype get stripped away to reveal what really matters when you're behind the wheel. If this is your first time here, welcome to the channel where every car gets broken down without the sugarcoating. We don't just recite the numbers and specs because anyone can do that. We dig into whether those numbers actually make sense in the real world. Whether you're commuting to work every day, hauling family, or just trying to figure out if that premium badge is worth the premium price, this is the place where you'll find answers. And today, we're diving into the 2026 Lexus ES, a sedan that has been a familiar name for decades but now faces an increasingly competitive market full of tech-heavy German rivals, confident Korean contenders, and even EVs creeping into the luxury midsize sedan space. Lexus has always played the S as the safe bet, quiet, smooth, comfortable, and reliable. But the question for 2026 is simply, does this car still deliver enough to keep buyers loyal, or has the world moved on? Starting from the front, the 2026 Lexus ES immediately greets you with a presence that's both recognizable and refreshed. Lexus has stuck with its signature spindle grille design, but here it's been subtly reworked to feel a little more modern and less polarizing than earlier versions. Instead of the sharp, almost aggressive hourglass shape from past years, it's been slightly softened, with a new mesh pattern that looks more premium than flashy. The headlights have been slimmed down and sharpened, using Lexus' latest triple-beam LED technology with integrated DRLs that form a sleek L-shaped signature. At night, it gives the car bold but understated glow. The hood lines are clean, flowing into the grille without too much fuss, and you can tell Lexus went for elegance over aggression. This isn't a car trying to look like a sports sedan, it's a car trying to look timeless. And for the S buyer, that's exactly the point. The stance feels a bit wider, with the bumper sculpting giving just enough athleticism to prevent it from looking bland. But make no mistake here, this car still communicates refinement more than excitement. Swinging around to the side profile, the S carries itself with the long, flowing proportions that have defined this model for years. The roofline gently tapers into the rear deck, almost coupe-like but without compromising too much on rear headroom. The wheel options range from elegant 18-inch alloys up to sharper-looking 20s on higher trims, and the designs lean more towards classy multi-spokes than wild, futuristic shapes. A subtle character line runs from the front fender all the way to the taillights, giving the car some length and grace without overcomplicating the sheet metal. The greenhouse has just the right amount of chrome around it, enough to remind you this is a luxury sedan but not so much that it looks overdone. And something I really noticed is how quiet the design is compared to some of its rivals. It doesn't scream for attention the way an Audi A7 or BMW 5 Series might, but it holds its ground with an understated elegance. For buyers who want to pull up somewhere and look sophisticated without shouting, the S hits that sweet spot. Lexus even added some aerodynamic tweaks, like more flush door handles and carefully shaped mirrors, to help reduce drag and wind noise at highway speeds. It's all in the details, and you can tell refinement was the priority. At the back, Lexus continues the theme of subtle sophistication. The taillights stretch wide with a full-width light bar that now features a crisp LED signature, another modern touch that aligns with the rest of the Lexus lineup. The trunk lid has a slight integrated lip, giving the rear just a hint of sportiness without looking like an aftermarket spoiler. The bumper is clean, and depending on the trim, you'll either see polished exhaust tips or more hidden design for a sleeker finish. Once again, Lexus is not trying to outmuscle anyone here, it's going for that executive car look that feels timeless. Parked next to flashier German sedans, the S might not immediately grab your attention, but live with it for a while, and its calm, balanced design starts to feel more appealing. It's the kind of styling that will probably age better than some of its competitors who chase trendier, edgier designs. Interior: step inside, and this is where Lexus has always had one of its strongest cards to play. The 2026 S interior has been refined even further, and the first thing you notice is how much attention has been paid to materials and build quality. Soft-touch leather, real wood or aluminum trims depending on the package, and a cabin that feels more handcrafted than mass-produced. Lexus has been watching the market, though, and for 2026 they've modernized the tech interface. The old trackpad system, one of the most frustrating quirks in previous models, is gone. In its place is a wide, higher-resolution 14-inch touchscreen that sits cleanly integrated into the dash, angled slightly toward the driver. It's responsive, intuitive, and supports wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The digital gauge cluster is crisp, customizable, and offers just the right amount of information without feeling overwhelming. Lexus has also added a head-up display on higher trims, giving you speed, navigation, and safety alerts right in your line of sight. Comfort, though, remains the #1 priority here. The seats are plush, supportive, and available with heating, cooling, and even a massage function. The cabin insulation is superb, with Lexus using additional sound deadening materials and even active noise cancellation to ensure that at highway speeds you're cocooned and quiet. Rear seat passengers get generously groomed, as something the S has always been known for, and the wide cabin makes long trips genuinely relaxing. Small details like ambient lighting with customizable colors, suede headliners on higher trims, and even Lexus' famous attention to switchgear quality make this a cabin you'll want to spend hours in. If you've ever sat in a German rival and felt that sometimes the tech overwhelms the luxury, the S flips that script by focusing on calmness and usability first. Performance under the hood. The 2026 Lexus S keeps a familiar lineup but with some tweaks for efficiency and refinement. The standard model uses a naturally aspirated 2.5-liter four-cylinder paired with an 8-speed automatic, putting out around 210 horsepower. It's not fast, but it's smooth and predictable. For more power, you've got the S350 with a 3.5-liter V6 delivering about 300 horsepower. And this engine remains the sweet spot for buyers who want effortless acceleration without the fuss of turbo lag. Lexus has also refined the hybrid offering, the S300 Hours, which pairs a four-cylinder engine with an electric motor for a combined 215 horsepower but returns fuel economy figures well into the 40 miles per gallon range, making it the efficiency champ of the lineup. While competitors are leaning hard into turbocharged engines or plug-in hybrids, Lexus is sticking with its formula of smooth, naturally aspirated power and proven hybrid tech. On the road, the S is not a sports sedan, it's tuned for comfort. The steering is light but accurate, the suspension absorbs bumps with grace, and even in corners it feels stable and composed rather than sporty. If you want sharp dynamics, you'll probably look at a BMW 5 Series or Genesis G80. If you want long-distance comfort and near-bulletproof reliability, the S makes a strong case. Lexus also offers an F-Sport trim, which gives you a slightly firmer suspension and sportier design touches, but even then, this is more about appearance than outright performance. Pricing for the 2026 S starts around the mid-$45,000 range for the Bass S250, climbs into the low $50,000s for the S350, and stretches toward $55,000 to $58,000 for a fully loaded S300 Hours hybrid with luxury or F-Sport trims. When you stack that against rivals, it comes in notably lower than German competitors like the BMW 5 Series or Audi A6, especially when you factor in how many features Lexus includes as standard. And then, of course, you have the long-term reliability and resale value advantage that Lexus is known for, which makes the S not just a comfortable buy but also a smart financial decision in the long run. So, at the end of the day, what's the verdict on the 2026 Lexus S? It's not here to shock you with wild new tech, blistering performance, or edgy styling. Instead, it doubles down on the qualities that have always defined it: a serene cabin, timeless design, bulletproof reliability, and a driving experience that prioritizes comfort over everything else. For buyers who want a dependable luxury sedan that feels like a true sanctuary from the chaos outside, the S continues to deliver. It might not excite enthusiasts, but it was never meant to. It's a car for people who value peace of mind, elegance, and a brand that has earned its reputation for building cars that last. Thanks for watching this deep dive review here on Car Flash. If you found this breakdown helpful, Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you never miss our honest takes on the latest cars hitting the market. Drop a comment below and let me know, does the 2026 Lexus ES still have a place in today's world of aggressive, tech-heavy sedans? Or do you think Lexus needs to shake things up more? I'll be reading your thoughts. Until next time, this has been Car Flash, where cars get stripped of their gloss, and the real truth shines through.